recently just passed my New Jersey real estate exam, so I'm pretty soon to get my New Jersey real estate license. Welcome back to my channel. This is Luna over here. I'm a real estate agent here in Philadelphia, and in this video I want to go through the tips that helped me pass my real estate exam. So before I start telling you guys the 6 tips that helped me pass my real estate exam, I want you guys to know this time I actually did it through a online proctor. So basically you're taking the exam with PSI at the comfort of your own home. Make sure you take your exam, you arrive 30 minutes early, so you have to install some sort of program, and Google Chrome is like the one that they approved that you can use. You cannot use Safari. And then also they will give you different rules of what you can do, what you can't do. They make sure you clear your desk. They want you to show the 4 walls of each room that you're taking the exam in. You can't whisper, you can't cover your mouth. Let's get into the tips. Number 1 is definitely spend that $23 to get the PSI practice exam.
Usually when you schedule for your exam, there's a link that takes you to the practice exam, and you just click on there, and that's how you purchase the exam. And once you purchased it, you will also get a set of answers to the practice exam.
Because I've taken practice exam, but the questions that PSI is asking is actually quite different than the actual exam. So when you take practice exam, whether it's through like Prep Agent or somewhere else, it's a good practice, but you won't really get the same feel of the actual exam. So I recommend you guys to purchase the PSI practice exam, so that way at least you know the same style or the question that you're going to be receiving at the exam. The second tip is to set a time to study for like 1 hour or 2 hours each day. I did this really badly. I was gonna take my test right after I taken the classes, but then I had a closing which is really complicated, and then it got me so stressed out and I couldn't take my exam. I just like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna reschedule. So I rescheduled it in like 2 weeks, and I try to cramp up like everything that I can, literally like a couple days before the test, and I end up not doing so well. I only get 76 out of 120. So I'll say make sure you give yourself enough time to study. Like the best time to do it is after your class, and then use maybe like a week and spend maybe 1 or 2 hours each day to do like a practice exam or go over different sections. Because my instructor, when he did the class, he actually says, oh, there are 7 questions from owner of property, like ownership. There are like 12 questions from contracts or state laws. So like with each guideline, you study accordingly, and you separate yourself out with different portions and what to study for. And that's really helpful. And number 3 is to focus on the study of the portion. So if you're not very good at exams like me, I suggest you to purchase a practice exam, maybe do the exam first time to see how well you do on the actual exam. Because after the exam is done, I'll send a screenshot right here, they gave you like the questions that you did. So apparently my first time I taken the exam, I was really bad at the state portion with the state law, because I only get 12 correct out of 22. So that portion I need to spend a lot of time to study for. And one tip that really helps me is if you go on Quizlet and you type in PSI state law of that portion that you're bad at, they will have people already making Quizlet and the terms that you can study for, and it's free. The next one is really to understand the material. So I have listened to 2 crash courses on YouTube, which I'll put the link down below. Something I'll do is like before I go to bed at night, I'll have my daughter sleep on my chest, and I'll just like listen to the crash course on my phone on YouTube, because the instructor is really explaining every term and make you understand all the like the materials on the exam, not really for you to remember the question, but for you to really understand it, because PSI is tricky. Like they will do the question, ask you differently, and even on the math question sometimes they don't say, oh, what is the whole year of like property tax. They will like probably make you to do like bi-annually or like monthly, like all these like terms to kind of like make you not like, you know, just make it really tricky. And the next one is to use either Quizlet or prepagent.com. So like I purchased Prep Agent for a whole month and I was using it, Tom was using it too, because he was trying to get his PA license. So we've been like doing the practice exam on Prep Agent like every day, 80% correct. So that way when you actually go take your exam, you'll feel a lot better. And they also have webinars that has like different materials of like explaining terms. They have a really good video explaining meets and bound. So that was really helpful. But if you don't want to spend any money, I would just suggest you to do Quizlet. If you just create an account and go to Quizlet and type in what state you are in and real estate exam in like New Jersey, real estate exam prep for PA, they will have a lot of like terms or even questions, practice exam questions, people already like put in the website, so you can just kind of study on there on your own. So I hope this video was informative and very helpful. If you guys have any other tips about taking real estate exam, make sure you comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you guys best luck on your exam, and be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.